Oh, hi there, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. Japan currently has a problem with people going over there and treating the whole country like shit. It started with Logan Paul filming a dead body and then being a massive dickhead in Japan.
I just gotta be careful to not disrespect the culture. Japan is all about the respect. The dumb Americans have arrived.
Then Johnny Somali going over there and bringing more attention and just being a massive bellend to the point where he was arrested and then he left the country because he's a little bitch. Now we have other influencers just going over there and just making the rest of the world look stupid and pretty unlikable. At some point, we've all been on public transport and thought, just shut the fuck up, or for fuck's sake. Before we talk about it, we've had an influencer called Marmia Perez, I think I got her name right, who filmed herself doing pull-ups on the Torii gates, which you can check out here. It's insane that influencers would go over there knowing what would happen, but then think it's absolutely fine to post this and think nothing of it. In the end, people actually found her account, but she privated it for a small amount of time, but then issued an apology, which to me, I don't think was sincere.
Soy Marimar y hago este video para pedir perdón a todo el mundo. El último video que hice colgándome en Japón, la verdad que no estaba pensando en lo que estaba haciendo. Quiero pedir 1000 disculpas. Por favor, dejen de mandarme mensajes y comentarios. Pido muchísimas disculpas, no fue mi intención hacer eso. Entonces, espero que puedan entender esto. Muchas gracias. Arigato.
It just felt like it was really quick. It was just over and done with, and it wasn't anything, and that just really kind of like pissed me off a bit. Then we have this fucking dickwad doing his weak ass exercise, thinking that it's going to look cool when in fact it makes you just look like a cretin. Imagine thinking that you would be cool when people want to get by, or you have to wait for this guy to do this and then he just wouldn't apologize or feel any embarrassment. If you're gonna do shit like this, do it in the fucking gym. Like, do your shitty pull-ups where you need to do, and just do it in the fucking gym, not in front of these actual gates. It's just embarrassing and fucking rude. Now, there are probably loads more of examples, and I didn't really want to kind of show all of them here because we'd be here all day, and I know you just want to know the big juice of this. We now move on to our main characters, and something that I want to call the Somali effect, in the name after one of the biggest cunts, Johnny Somali. Anyway, our team players are Mondy Jaw, Shafar_SJC, and Jasar Tucker. You can see these lovely chaps right here on the screen. So now let's play a cheeky game. So put your answers in the comments, which you're probably going to get this anyway. A, did they have a good time and be respectful? B, become menaces and piss a load of people off and not think about other people? Or C, they were helping people, generally being nice guys and helping people? Put your answer in the comments, and I'll wait a few seconds. If you guessed B, then you're right. 100% you get a gold star. Personally, I generally think that everyone who goes to Japan thinks this is like easy content, free clicks, free money, but at the end of the day, what does it actually get you? And I'll answer that right now. What it gets you is just people being pissed off and flooding your comments and shit. Now, this is completely off script. The amount of insane, rude, and horrible racist comments I do not approve of. I think that's really shit that a load of people are saying this to these guys. I think that's absolutely horrible. Don't be a racist to them whatsoever. People are going to be frustrated and call you out. And I think there was one comment that popped up, which was this one, which said, a lot of hate, but they are jealous they can't dance, they got no style. All the culture is from black people. Their cars suck, their phones suck, they make cheap rip-offs, they short. All their women are crazy about black men. The original Japanese were black, skull emoji, etc, etc. And I generally kind of look at that and go, you guys have gone off and like absolutely pissed people off. So the racist comments, absolutely not. But the comments of people calling you guys out for the shitty things that you're doing is completely justified. I do think that train companies are going to put special trains for tourists. We have special trains for women only to make sure that they feel safe, which is a very, very good thing to do. But I generally think that we're going to get actual trains for tourists that aren't going to be well kept, because the Japanese are going to look at people and go, well, they're fucking tourists. They're just going to mess about and fuck with people. So if we have a train for them, that will be absolutely the best thing. And that's not what you want to do for Japan. It's absolutely fucking stupid that these guys and other influencers are going over and just being cunts. Anyway, let's look at a few videos. That's what you're here for. Our first player is Mondy Jaw, and this is his video. When you see this sort of content and people are ignoring the hand to help you up, people in Japan don't want to get involved because they don't want to be bothered when they've had a long day or when they're on the way back from work. This isn't New York or any other parts of the US. The whole thing of people thinking you need to dance is absolutely bullshit. People don't want to get involved and don't want to be filmed. It's not funny, cute, or entertaining. With the movements of Mondy Jaw, he's all over the place, where you could hit someone in the face, and even this guy hits the sign. So why are you being so fucking disrespectful? The Shibuya crossing is one of the most busiest crossings in the world. People want to get by and do their thing, and there are these idiots just dancing and getting in the way. Imagine trying to get by them is such a massive ball ache, and it's just annoying. I would literally just barge past them if they're in my way and be like, whoops, and I'd just carry on with my day. Now, if you're thinking, wow, people are so rude, they're not helping this guy up, they're ignoring him, it's because he tripped himself up. Imagine just making a fool of yourself and making people move out the way and then getting back up and dancing and trying to get attention. It's like reading the room and not being a massive bellend. Doing this when busy is actually really dangerous because people are rushing by. They're not really looking out where they're going. They just want to get from A to B. It just shows that this guy is being really rude and not thinking. What gets me is that they think it's just a massive playground and they can go home and not think about what happened when they are back home and just carry on with their shitty dance videos. Notice how no one wants to interact with them. Notice how one guy just moves away from him. Everyone just looks away. It's a fight scene at the end where it's not even necessary. What gets me is that they're just probably playing loud music on the train. Stuff like this just generally fucking pisses me off. Imagine you're on the way home, tired from working, you want to rest just a little bit there, or you're on the way to work, and then you see these cunts just using public transport as their own gym. Can influencers actually stop treating Japan as their playground? It's just going to get to the point where Japan's going to crack down on pretty much everyone. And everyone will wonder why they can't do anything. It gets to the point that people will also just snap back and things will get worse. And that's something that nobody wants. Anyway, let's move on to our next contestant. Shafar is idiot number 2, and this was the first person who I saw causing a problem. Imagine this again. You see someone fake fall and you want people to try and help you up, and people are just wanting to get away from you. Look at how this one girl doesn't want anything to do with you and wants to pretty much get away from you, and she can't. She's literally trapped right there. The fact you can't stop this shit, people are actually either nervous or scared, and you're pulling this face like, oops, I've scared someone, so I'll just continue to dance. People don't want to be near you, and you're continuing to be a cunt all the way through. One of the things you don't do is disrespect people or do things that are disrespectful. Temples are sacred and should be treated as such. I'm surprised that they didn't get kicked out or arrested. And also, those kimonos would have been rented and should be respected, not thrown on the ground like trash. You can tell that they have no respect. The fact that the guy is just being a cunt makes me really fucking angry. The fact that you are dancing and blocking and getting in the way shows what sort of character you are. The breakdancing in the middle of a busy crossing and stopping people is actually fucking insane. I'm surprised that people didn't report them for what they were doing. And what angers me again is influencers just see Japan as a massive playground, as I said previously. And Japan, again, will come down on all foreigners, which shows we can't have nice things. For the last person, Mr. Tucker. What I can see, he didn't really do much bar pulling himself up on the train and do a dance on the side of the crossing. So I'm not going to go too hard on him for what he's done. I'm still going to class him that he's a cunt and he actually just wants all of this for clout. And yeah, I generally think that this guy is just a menace as well as the others. Bringing this video to an end, I generally have said everything that I wanted to in this video. I just generally get really pissed off when we see influencers do this all the time. I generally don't think it needs to be a thing, but people will instantly just go over there and just see how they can piss a lot of people off. It's really fucking disgusting. And literally, I don't know who the camera person is for most of this. It actually could be Mr. Tucker, who's just recording them. But also you have the Asian guy in there, and yet he's kind of like joining in on this, probably showing them around Japan and that. It just fucking pisses me off all the time. And yeah, again, he should know exactly what people are thinking over there. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this. What do you think about this? Let me know down below in the comments. Like, favorite, comment. It helps the channel grow. So again, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next video.